guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Sports Corner Podcast. I be your host, Chris. What's going on, man? How's everybody? Hope everybody's having a great. Hope you had a great weekend, man. Hope you have a great weekend. I hope you're having a great Monday, man. How's everybody out there, man? Real quick, man, we trying to fine tune this podcast to see when it's gonna come out. Right now, we coming out every Friday. Coming out every Monday. Right now, every Monday between 5 and 6. Look for it. We'll be dropping it. Then we trying to do more, a couple more of these podcasts, man. But hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I be having a lot of stuff going on, man. Just from working. Obviously, I have a full-time job. I can't do this full-time. I ain't done yet. But not only that, man, but just with school, the YouTube channel, putting out 2 or 3 videos a day there. And I still got a family. I still got other things that I'm doing, man. And but I just want to at least once a week. And then once some things clear off my schedule, we'll be doing it more and more. You already know, man. But anyway, man, welcome to the podcast. I'm glad that you guys are here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for listening. We steady growing, slowly but surely, slow motion, still motion, baby. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Now, let's get into it, man. Let's start the thing off with those Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, that's about as hyping as it get from them days. But they look different, man. Let's be honest. Anthony Davis looked different coming back after the injury. He looks a lot better. He looked a lot more aggressive. You need him to close that thing out in the fourth. I need him to start closing out fourths. That's my biggest gripe with Anthony Davis sometime, man. You got to close that thing out in the fourth quarter, because in that fourth, man, that's game time. That's money time right there, man. That's when the best of the best stand up. And that's when the best of the best show that they the best of the best. So I need him to stand up. So because Anthony Davis is supposed to have been on the Joel Embiid, Joker, MVP type player, and we just haven't seen that. You seen Bubble AD was just phenomenal. That guy was, you like, well, damn. Like, what can you do with him? And we haven't seen that in a while, and a lot of that is injuries. But the reason why I don't think Anthony Davis get the injury excuse is because he's always damn injured. So when you're always injured like that, is injury after injury, you just start that injury shit just started to wear you out. It's like, you injured again. You injured again. You injured again. Like, it started to wear you out. And but he's staying healthy. It is a close call every game though. You'd be like, every time he fought, oh god. But he is playing great right now. Like I said, on to close out those fourths, though. I think he got to be that guy, because sooner or later LeBron gonna turn the keys over to somebody. Even though LeBron came back and dropped a triple dub, I think that the Lakers are a team that trying to figure themselves out. I'm not putting them in title contention right now. They just got to get in the damn playoffs. Like before we talk any of that, let's just get into the playoffs, and that ain't a given right now. So but LeBron, I still feel like they got players around that should be able to carry some of that load, man. Like I mean, LeBron should not be out there doing all of that. I'm just being honest, man. So one of the things I want to talk about, man, should the Lakers make a trade at the deadline? Should they is one way to look at this thing, but can they is a whole other thing, because they got nothing nobody wants. Like, they don't have nothing anybody wants. Like, you've heard names like Dwight Howard. You heard like DeAndre Jordan. Kendrick Nunn. You ain't even seen him play yet. So we don't even know what he even have to offer and what his value is, because we didn't even see him play. We thought he'd be back first couple weeks. Now we damn near we over halfway of the season and still ain't nobody out there. He still ain't out there balling. So and so you don't know his value. And then you got who else you've heard named? THT float. I thought THT value was high last year. And now that's gone. It's just dissipated. So I don't know. Maybe the trade rumors against some of these guys, but I ain't seen nothing from THT since he got back from his injury that's gonna make me go, well, he have like a moment or two. But it's time to sit down, man. It's time to sit down and reevaluate this organization and see what we got to do to be better, man. And I think the Lakers really need to rely on the big two. There's not a big three in LA. There's not a big three in LA. Damn the talking, what everybody's saying, man. There's no big three. All right? There's no big three. There's LeBron and AD, and Russ is a role player. Carmelo Anthony is a role player, and you got some role players. But a big three, no, you don't have a big three. And there's no knock on Russ. He's just not that guy when you're talking championship. When you're talking championship, Russ is not that guy. You can't, because it's been proven over and over. And most fans, like myself, was like, well, you know what? That's cool, but, maybe we did. Nah. And I don't pile on Russ, man. I think I like Russ. At one point, Russ was my favorite player in the league. But sometimes your favorite, when you start to really get, because when you're looking at a player that's not on your favorite team, but you like him, you're like, dude really balling, right? Like dude really doing his thing. But then when you get him and you start really critiquing, because now your team win-loss record depends on them. You go, what the hell? Come on, no. Oh, now I see. That's sort of like what I think is happening with Russ right now. The Lakers fan booing him, and him being benched at the end of that game the other night, especially in overtime. I mean, I just think Lakers fans we're not here for the glitz and the glamour. We're here to win. Laker Nation is about winning. We don't give a damn how we get there. We want to get there. And if you're not doing what's possible to get there, then we'll boo you. We don't want to hear it. I mean, it's about winning. I don't know. I know this whole sports thing has come to be about a love affair. Can I play with my friend? Can we rub each other backs? Damn, it's about winning, man. And Russ ain't giving the Lakers the best chance to win. Not dogging Russ. I'm not dogging Russ. But facts are facts. Either you barbecue or mildew. Shoulda get out the pot. That's what my dad used to say. Boy, either shoulda get out the pot. So that's the thing with Russ, man. You got to figure it out, man. What are you doing? What are we doing here? And I want what's best for Russ, but if Russ is all about winning, then come off the bench, man. I think that's the best place for him. But that's me. Who am I? I'm just a guy. Man, will Frank Vogel get fired? Another good question, man. I think he may get scapegoated. I don't think he deserves to be fired, to be honest with you. I do think some of his rotations sometimes are idiotic. Like, some of his rotations sometimes is just like, come on, why? There's no, like, he got this rotation he'll put on the game where there's literally no LeBron, no Anthony Davis, no Russell Westbrook. It's like somebody you waiting on THT to initiate the offense. That's my criticism on Frank Vogel. But other than that, man, I'm like, I don't think Frank Vogel deserves to be fired. I've said it on this podcast. I've said it on my channels. I've said it to my friends. Listen, when it comes to Frank Vogel, he has not had a fair opportunity to coach. He hasn't got a group of guys to say, all right, these are the guys you got for the next couple of years. You got Anthony Davis, LeBron, and next we're just going to put some shit together and hope you can figure it out. And that has not worked for Frank Vogel. That right there is the reason why he should not lose his job, man. I really don't think Frank Vogel should lose his job over that. That literally makes no sense to me when he hasn't had an opportunity with the right group of guys. And the question is, and the thing that I keep getting, because I do my live streams and stuff like that during some games sometime, and you guys should be a part of that. If not a part of that, what's going on? But the question I always get is, well, who fault is it for what's going on with the Lakers this year? And I'm not putting prior years, but this year here, LeBron James, come on down to the Price is Right. Like, it's LeBron's fault because he wanted this. And I know I've talked about it before, but that whole thing about LeBron may leave because he can't win with Russ. You asked for Russ. So you hold that, brother. You asked for Russ, you hold that. You're not going to go and be like, well, they didn't give. And for people to start that already, it's like, well, Lakers ain't really giving him a chance to win, and he want to win the championship. Well, and if they don't move Russ, then LeBron may leave. If LeBron leave because of that reason, he's no. That'd be the worst thing that he could possibly do for the simple fact that he asked for Russ. The organization wanted Buddy Hield. He wanted Russ. You asked. You got what the hell you wanted, much to the dismay of fans and organization. You wanted Russ. I don't know if it was a move of, let me show you about it. I can even win with Russell Westbrook because I'm blah, 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 blah. That going to put me in this. I don't know because it's hard to consider a guy a basketball savant, as we like to say, a basketball genius, one of the best basketball minds that isn't there. He's a goat at it. And then see this matchup and thought this shit was going to work. Like, like At what point did you go, you know what? You know what's gonna get us over the hump? Russell Westbrook. That's what it's gonna. That's what's gonna get us over the hump, right? Oh, get Russ. No. What happened was you got too, as another old saying, you got too big for your britches, and you seen what the Nets were doing, so you like, we need another one, so we compete with them. Didn't realize that you just gave up all your defense. Didn't realize that you just added more turnover. Didn't realize that you just added more free throw troubles at the line. Like you ain't got enough already. So whatever happened this season is totally on the shoulders of LeBron James. Straight up. That's how I feel. Because he wanted this that bad. And like any organization, 9 times out of 10, you're going to give in to the superstar. The Lakers decided that they was going to give in to their superstar. And when they did that, this is what they got as a result. So I'm not finna sit here and blame nobody other than LeBron for this shit. All right, cool. Now let's move on, man. First of all, I'd like to say again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you, man. This episode of Chris's Sports Corner is brought to you by me because I ain't got no sponsors. Anyway, man, let's keep it rolling. The Toronto Raptors, man. The Toronto Raptors, I've said, man, and I've said this before, and people thought maybe, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, watch out for the Raptors. They're gonna be legit. Now I said that they definitely gonna make the playoffs because at the beginning of the season nobody even thought they was a playoff team. I said, nah, they'll make the playoffs, and people thought I was talking crazy, and people were like, oh, they ain't gonna make the playoffs this year, but next year, no, because they are made of a little bit different stuff. Matter of fact, I just put out a video today where I talked about Pascal Siakam being named NBA Player of the Week. Shout out to Pascal. Who is just taking his game to another level for the simple fact that he's learned that you can affect the game other than scoring. That's my true belief. Is why we're seeing this ascension of Pascal Siakam. He's learned that you could take your game to another level, but that don't mean your scoring has to go to another level. He can get buckets, but now he's seeing that, all right, you know what? If I can trade and if I can get rebounds, if I can assist, if I can get blocks, if I can get steals, if I can be active on both ends of the court, that's what's gonna push me over the edge. See, a lot of young players are like that. They believe, well, you know what? If I just do this, if I just score a lot, I'm a superstar. Yeah, but can you affect the game in any other way than that? Because we've seen that before, and I ain't seen it work a lot. If you ain't committed on the defensive end, but you all offense, we've seen those guys, but I don't see them holding up trophies. Let's be honest. And I don't want to call nobody else. Y'all to think about them. Past and present. The guys that, he put up 50. He can get you 35 every night. And then be like, but where the championships at? See, this thing, like I said before, man, this thing is about winning. And what I think has clicked with Pascal is, if I do everything else I'm supposed to do, I can win. And I get better. I'm a solid contributor. I'm a solid piece, or maybe the leader of this team, and I'm facilitating winning over everything. It ain't about me, it's about winning. And I think that really clicked with Pascal Siakam. Now, the trade deadline coming up, people, we all know that trade deadline coming up. We've already seen one crazy trade. Portland got completely annihilated by the Los Angeles Clippers. That was maybe one of the worst trades I've ever seen. They didn't even get close to winning in that trade. Let's just be honest. They didn't even get close to winning that trade. I don't know. Somebody need to talk to somebody that could talk to somebody, and hopefully they talk to somebody and say, don't you ever do no shit like that again in the Portland front office. Like, you got to ask Bill, hey, man, did you co-sign this? I know you can co-sign this. But anyway, man, the trade deadline coming up, and the Toronto Raptors have been looking at centers, because they have a definite need at the center position. And see, one thing I like about them too? They're going after exactly their needs. What they need. Not what look pretty. Not what's shining on the market. Oh, go get this guy, cause this guy here. Oh, go get this name. No, you go after what you need. See, you gotta take care of your needs before you get to your wants. Lakers, you got to get to your needs before you get to your wants. The Raptors need a center. Now, they can want something else, but they trying to get a center because that's what they need. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to say this. There's a couple names. Jakob Poeltl out there. Andre Drummond out there. A couple more that's out there. I forgot the guy I looked at today that was out there. Let me say this. Jakob Poeltl, even Andre Drummond, a good center, going to Toronto, put them in the top in the East easily, top 3. Because let me tell you how that affects. I think the top 3 of not they not top 3. One trade from the one legitimate center, then the top 3 of the East, and I'll tell you why. Because now everything else open up. But see, right now, when Fred VanVleet drives in the hole, right? He slashes, he goes in, the defense collapse on him. But you can't do that when it's a big right there that he can just throw an alley-oop. Now you got to respect that and give him easier shots. Because we know what Steady Freddy can do from behind the arc and even inside the arc, and there's a facilitating ability. But when you give him a center, a true center that can really catch that ball and dunk that thing and now make you have to respect the alley-oop, or now they can really get rebounds, and they already rebound collectively as a group, but you add a center in and that's his job, now you free up some things. So it's going to be interesting, man, to see if they make that move. But I'm going to be honest, man. Right now, as we sit here now, this is pre-All-Star. I'm just saying, right now we sit in the East. You got between them and... I mean, they in the talk for the best in the East right now. Over the last stretch of games, they're probably the best team in the East right now. They look like it. They're playing like it, and they're playing their style. See, what happens is, and we always know, and I always bring this up. I criticize their rotation so much because I think they play their starters a lot, and I think that can come back to hurt you come playoff time, right? Like you ran these guys pretty much ran all the thread off the tires. But when it comes to the Raptors and being in the East right now, you look at the Bucks. I mean, them the defending champs, but you look at them like for some reason feel like the Raptors got their number. I don't know why I feel like that to me, but it feel like it's like remember how Miami used to have the New England Patriots number? It was like New England cannot win all season, but they'll go beat the Patriots, and the Patriots will win the Super Bowl that year. If for some reason, and it feel like the Toronto Raptors have Milwaukee number for some reason. So I don't know why. But it felt like that to me. There's a couple things that they got to work on. But right now you got to have a conversation about them being in. I don't know, the records don't show it, but it's like they're finally healthy. They're finally putting it together, and it looked like this is a team that was way below 500 at one point. Now they're 73 over their last 10 games. Everybody's healthy. They build it, and it's a trade deadline, so maybe an opportunity to add to that and for them to make a move, which, and to me, got to be a center. They get them a center in that thing, man. Oh, man. The one thing though, I still harp on the rotations. I know people say they're used to it and I'm thinking, listen, whenever I think of something, I'm thinking everybody played to win the championship that year. I don't care. Well, you got certain teams that want to tank, whatever. Fuck them. Now listen, because I don't believe in that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe in tanking. It's not fair that you come out and intentionally try to lose game to get a draft pick that you hope could get you there. No, you come out and you play and you win and that's why the draft lottery is the way it is, to try to stop some of all the tanking. Trying to end that tanking stuff because it's not fair. Because if you're going to do that shit, don't charge them fans up there. Because you came here to lose. They came to watch you win. You want them to cheer for you? Well, then don't charge them. Don't charge them because you ain't giving your best effort, but you want them to come and give their best dollars. No, we're not doing that. So I'm not a fan of tanking. I'm sorry, I had to get off that. But the Toronto Raptors rotations, to me, if they can get a center in there and give Boucher a little bit more minutes, and he has been in trade talk, so we'll see how that all plays out. But you give Boucher some more minutes, let Wananobi, let Flynn, let these guys ball a little bit, so you can get your starters some rest, so they ready to go down the stretch, man. Because the Raps have been playoff. Now the one thing that do plague, I think a lot of their losses resulted from one thing: slow starts. For some reason, I feel like they be in quicksand early, and it's like they allow the other team to jump out big, and then they'll fight, and get back in the game. But sometimes that energy that you're putting out to fight to get back in the game should be the actual energy that you should have been spending building the lead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a while. I don't think I've seen a Raptor blowout, because they're gonna keep fighting to the end. And if that's the case, then if you and that's what they've been doing better over the last stretch of games. They're just not falling behind early. They're if they can prevent that, then they own to the next. They own something, man. Like the Raptors are scary. Let them get a good center. Let them get a good center, and we're gonna see how this thing plays out, man. I'm excited for the Raptors, man. I do a lot of Raptor content on my channel just because you know what? I think they deserve the pub, and I don't think they get it. And your boy gonna always give it to them, man. So shout out to the Toronto Raptors on that. Next, man, the next thing I want to talk about on this podcast is the Dallas Cowboy. Anyway, yeah, man, y'all know I got to talk about my boys, man. Y'all know I got to, and let me address this real quick. I know a lot of people say, man, dang, bro, you be so down. Look, man, I've been dealing with this over 2.5 decades. You damn right I'm down on them. When is it gonna change? When is it gonna change? So the Dallas Cowboy, we all know this, and we look at Dak, say Dak ain't playing that well, or he didn't play that well. We look at Zeke, say Zeke is over the hill. We look at Amari should it. But the problem in Dallas is one person, ladies and gentlemen. The problem in Dallas is Jerry Jones, guys. That's it. That's your problem. When he starts to be all about winning and not see. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is they try to focus on too much. That comes from a guy that's doing a hell of a lot right now. But one of the mistakes that people make is they try to do too much. Like Jerry Jones can't just be the owner of the team. Nah, that's not good enough. I got to be the owner. I got to be the general manager. I got to be the chief marketer. I got to have my radio show. I got to do all of this. When at the end of the day, your focus should be winning. And the best thing for the Dallas Cowboys, if you to take 2 steps back and 2 steps to the left and get the hell out the way and let this team run, let someone else run this franchise. Change the dynamic in Dallas. That's the problem. People are wrong with the Cowboys. Jerry Jones. It was wrong. Because it's better to sell and be a showman and rope everybody in and steal headlines and be in the spotlight than it is to freaking win. And that's the problem in Dallas. Jerry Jones is the problem in Dallas. It's not Dak is part of it, but I ain't put none of this on that. The buck stop at the head. The buck stop at Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is the problem with the Dallas Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. And we all know that, though. We all know that. That's not a secret, man. That's not a secret. Jerry Jones is the problem with the Dallas Cowboys. This is nothing new. This is not something that we just found out. When the minute he fired Jimmy Johnson because he felt Jimmy Johnson was getting all the credit and none of the blame because he felt like he went through all of this. When everything went bad, everybody blamed him. When everything went good, they gave the credit to Jerry. And gave the credit to Jimmy. Jerry was like, well, damn, if I'm going to take all the blame, can I get some of the credit too? And he pretty much told Jimmy Johnson what you doing any coach in the NFL or in the world could have done. And they end up parting ways. And they ain't been nothing since. They had that 1 year, yeah, we know that was a fabrication. But they ain't been good since. Just facts. It's just facts. So the problem is Jerry Jones got to get his ego out the way and allow football people, and he's a football guy, but hire someone, let them do their damn job and step back. Now, speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, let's talk about Kellen Moore and him going around on all these head coaching interviews, and everybody think he may be boy wonder. And if there's a team out there that would like to take Jerry Jones and I'm sorry. If you would like to take Kellen Moore, you can please have him. We would like you to do it as soon as possible. Just please make that phone call and get Kellen Moore from the Dallas Cowboys because he's not that damn good. As I said again, it's like sometimes I feel like I'm repeating myself on this podcast. But the fact of the matter is, when everything went wrong, it was Mike McCarthy. When everything go good, that's Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore's not that good. He's not that good of a play caller. He get too cute. He try to do too much. He think he's Sean McVay. What you don't realize, in your core of what he do is the Jason Garrett. It's Jason Garrett era. That's where that come from. I'm people like, oh, Kellen Moore might leave. Bye. We'll see you later. Hopefully not. Bye. Anybody want to give him a job? Please give it to him. Please. Because Kellen Moore is not good. He's not a good offensive coordinator. Your best offensive coordinator is your coach. Mike McCarthy is a offensive genius. That's who should be calling the plays. According to us. Now, that's what they were telling us in his heyday. They told us Mike McCarthy may be one of the best play callers in the NFL. Matter of fact, the NFL history. That's what they told us. And now he don't even get to call plays. Kellen Moore get to call plays. Why? Again, it goes back to one person. It goes back to old Jerry Jones. Old Jerry. Good old Jerry. I gotta keep him. I gotta keep him happy. You know, he been here a while. He didn't get his shot, but let's keep him happy. Let's no. It's fine. It's fine. Let's keep him happy. And while doing that, let's go ahead and shit on our head coach. But oh my God, if you guys did not check out my video where I was talking about that Jerry Jones and the way he treat Mike McCarthy, and I said, Mike, please just quit. Because the way that he treats Mike McCarthy, you could tell he got no respect. When anytime a head coach sit there and tell his offense coordinator and defense coordinator, whenever they're having a head coaching conversation, the head coach is already is out of it. He don't have no power no more. The players looking at him like, damn, is he even gonna be here? Why is the owner having a head coaching conversation with offensive coordinators? Come on, man. But see, that's why your team limping into the season next year already. The fucking head coach is hung up on a string now. It's like, hey, you don't know if you're gonna be here. We talked about how he was like, I ain't want to commit to Mike McCarthy because I ain't want nobody to take Dan Quinn. It doesn't matter. You commit to your head coach. Mike McCarthy, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, how long I want to take this? How long am I gonna keep like honestly, like, what are people gonna think about me? What are my family gonna think? Like, yo, this man don't respect you at all. He wouldn't dang you out there like a carrot. And he openly saying on radio, like, this is the thing too. The fact he got a radio show, we got to come on every Tuesday and give his 2 cents and say this and say that. And then say things like, you know, I spoke to all 3 coaches, and all of them would love to be the coach of the Dallas Cowboy. Why are you talking to your coordinators about head coaching? And what the hell do you think the head coach feels that you're doing this? Do you feel like he feels secure? Do you feel like he's in a situation where he wants to be at? No, he's in a situation. And see, when a coach is not focused on winning, right? He's not focused on winning. He's focused on, man, I'm just here because I got a job, man. Instead of him worrying about the next season and worrying about the roster and worrying about what he can implement, looking and critiquing, he's sitting there going, man, whatever, man. I got a paycheck because this guy here, he just can't shut his damn mouth, man. I don't know. I don't know. When you have those issues and you're pretty much putting your coach on an island by himself, now you're turning the players against him because they don't know if to believe him or not. You don't believe him, so naturally the team will be like, he might not be that good. He might not be the coach. That's one. Then you got Dan Quinn. Now they don't know, should I be getting close with Dan? Because I think he's going to be the next head coach. And you know what about Moore? Let me get up. Coach Moore, you know, blah, blah, blah. Because he might be the next head coach. Then they look at the coach like, you might not even be here. Jerry Jones, stop cutting your nose off to spite your face, my man. Stop doing the Dallas Cowboys like this. Just go on and move on, man. Dang, man. And when I say move on, I mean move out of the gym and just stay out of that, please. Dang. Is it time to move on from Zeke for the Dallas Cowboys? No. I feel like, I don't know why I feel like I got to defend Ezekiel Elliott here. We act like Zeke wasn't in the top 3 or 4 rushes before the injury. Like, he was playing well, then he got hurt. And he wasn't the same after that, but a lot of players are not the same after an injury. So after you see that, and you go, well, you know what? Maybe it's time to move on from Zeke. Oh, Zeke bad, Zeke slow. Just put in Tony Pollard. Wait a damn minute. We don't even know if Tony Pollard can be an every down back. Let's keep it honest. We don't know if he is a every down back. We've seen him in spurts. I like Tony Pollard. I think Tony Pollard's a beast. I would love if him and Zeke got to split it 50-50, hell, 60-40 with Zeke. That's fine. But just act like Zeke wasn't in the league top in rushing at one point in this season. I think he was number 2 or number 3. To act like he wasn't there at one point during the season is crazy. Now all of a sudden he's garbage. Come on, man. Like come on, dog. Like, let's not do that. Zeke is good. Zeke is good. You can't just. It's like using the man up and then want to toss him out for garbage. Now he did get paid, so you can't say you just tossing him out. But still, man, Zeke's okay. I'm cool with the Dallas Cowboys hanging on to Zeke. Him and Tony Pollard make a great 1-2 punch. And I felt like Zeke was having a phenomenal season before the injury. And then after the injury, he just been limping. He was just limping, and nobody had the wherewithal to say, hey, Zeke. And this is on Mike McCarthy. Hey, Zeke. Well, no, this is on Jerry Jones since you want to run every damn thing. Hey, Zeke, Hey, that's it, man. You're going to go and sit down and chill out. And the excuse they use was, well, you can't injure it no more than what it's already. It don't matter. It don't freaking matter. Sit his ass down, heal up a couple games, and come back in. He's starting the game limping, and you still letting him play. Why? Why? What do that make sense at? In any shape, form, or fashion, in any scenario, let him heal. And then let him ball. Let him at his best. Now I understand the ramifications and the thought processes. I'm a whore, and I'm just, I'm so strong, and you're not doing what's best for the team. You're actually hurting the team. So let's not do that again. But no, I don't think the Cowboys should get rid of Zeke. Amari Cooper may be gone though. I don't know what Amari Cooper did to get up under Jerry Jones' skin or however, but Amari Cooper may be gone. Amari Cooper, I think it all started with him and the whole protocol thing or whatever, but for some reason he's got up under Jerry Jones' skin, and I don't know if he's gonna be back. But see, the problem is, are you willing to lose too? Because you might have to move on from Michael Gallup. Are you gonna move on from Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper? Now I like CeeDee Lamb. I don't know if CeeDee Lamb ready to be the number one, because CeeDee Lamb to me got some drop issues that he need to deal with. And I think he need to get out of pretty boy status and focus on the damn game of football. Like, he's a beast, don't get me wrong. But it's just the timely drops are utterly ridiculous. Like, to me, he's a good player, borderline great player. We don't know yet. It's too early. But at the same time, bro, I need something more than that flashiness. To me, he looked like a pretty boy in a uniform that just want to look a certain way. Instead of getting gritty and grimy. That's what I'm saying. That's the culture in Dallas. I want to see grit, grimy. I want to see them mixing it up. Not Zeke. I'm sorry. CeeDee Lamb looked like if he get mud on his jersey, he's gonna be really on the sideline trying to get that off. I want my players rolling around in the mud, huh? So I don't know if I'm willing to just hand the keys over to CeeDee Lamb just yet. But Amari Cooper may be gone because I don't know why him and Jerry Jones have fallen out. It just feel like they have it's something not clicking with them two. Something about him, Jerry Jones is upset with, and I think it started from that protocol issue, and then the GOAT Michael Irvin speaking out on it. When Michael Irvin said that a guy making $20 million ain't playing, but a guy making whatever $600,000, what he said is actually out there balling. And he called out Amari Cooper, and I felt like a lot of time when these older guys speak out like that, they got it okay from Jerry. They feeling it from Jerry because they not gonna say nothing Jerry don't want them to say. Let's not act like Jerry Jones don't run that thing. Let's not act like that now. Let's not act like Jerry Jones ain't gonna be like, hey man, yeah, we're gonna not do that. All right, yeah, let's not do that. No. So Amari Cooper is in the doghouse, and we'll see how that all pans out. But I'm gonna give Coop this credit. Coop did come out and say, hey, I need the ball. Put the ball in my, pretty much. He said he's that word, put the ball in my, give him some touches. All right, and that's the game they start giving it to Coop, and all of a sudden they look good. And then they went away from it in the next game. So I think that's a problem. I definitely think that's a problem. And last but not least, man, last thing we're going to talk about in the podcast before we get out of here, baby, the Super Bowl. That's right, man. It's Super Bowl Sunday this Sunday. The Super Bowl. How everybody feeling about the Super Bowl, man? The Cincinnati Bengals. What a story, man. What a story. To the Cincinnati Bengals. This was a team, 3 years ago, that was the worst team in the NFL. Got the number one pick. The worst team in the NFL got the number one pick, and now they're in the Super Bowl. What'd that tell you? And don't tell me nothing about organizational issue, because they're historically known for not wanting to pay nobody. They have historically been known for not wanting to pay anybody. But they got a coach, and they got a quarterback, and they got a quarterback that believes that winning is possible. He came in, Joe Burrow, the man, the myth, the legend, came in and changed life in Cincinnati. It's a cool thing if you guys see it on Instagram. A guy that much older gentleman who been shouts out to you, my man, that's been a Cincinnati Bengal for so long, a Cincinnati Bengal fan for so long, and he was literally in tears. And they ended up getting him some Super Bowl tickets, which is just heartwarming, man. But they end up giving him some tickets, and he was just in tears to see his Cincinnati Bengals be in the championship, to be in the Super Bowl. And when you look at a team like Cincinnati that been the doorstep the rug, the door, the floor mat of the NFL for so long. They had glitzing. They had little moments with Chad Johnson, right? Had a little moment with who was it? Andy Dalton? Yeah, I think it was Andy Dalton. They had their moments with him. You know, they even had their moments with what's the guy I'm thinking about? He moved on. He was with Cincinnati, then whatever. Can't quite remember his name. The other quarterback that was pretty good too. They had moments. But Joe Burrow, and I keep harping back to this because they said, how do you feel winning your first playoff game? And he said, in not so many words, get used to it. Get used to it. The confidence that this young man has now took an organization that was dead in the water. They look like a team that couldn't buy a win if you gave them the money to pay for it. And now they're in the freaking Super Bowl. That's a testament of what the right people can do. You got a quarterback in there that believe. You got a wide receiver that believes so much in that quarterback. You got a team now that's looking at that quarterback. Now the only thing is the pressure for Joe Burrow. Because he's passed every other test you've given this man. Every test, he has passed it. Every single test that you've given Joe Burrow, he's passed. And look, cool, calm, and collected while doing it. Oh, he's down big, he come back. Oh, he's having these, the game not going right. He don't move. Now on the biggest stage of them all, let's see how he performs. But he's already won. Now I ain't saying he's already won the Super Bowl, but he's already won. He got Cincinnati. Joe Burrow legacy is complete in Cincinnati. But for a team that's been dormant for so long, now they're in the championship. They're in the Super Bowl. Yeah, his legacy is solidified. Salute to Joe Burrow. Salute to the Cincinnati Bengals for being in the Super Bowl. Another heartwarming story, Matthew Stafford. Finally got in an organization that was about winning. Finally got in an organization that was willing to put some weapons around him and believed in him. And now he's in the Super Bowl. After being with the Detroit Lions that just can't seem to get it right. They've been bad for years, man. They've had 1 or 2 seasons where you're like that, it'll be like a blip on the radar and then it's back to back. And now he's with a team. And don't tell me quarterback don't matter, because Jared Goff with Jared Goff the team would not be in the Super Bowl. Let's just be honest. Now I know he got him to one, but without Jared with Jared Goff, they wouldn't be in the Super Bowl right now. Let's be honest. All right, let's cut it and be honest. Now Matthew Stafford is in the Super Bowl after so many years of being loyal to a franchise and signing contracts and willing to stay. And don't act like he gave some half-hearted effort. No, every game he played, he tried his butt off. He wasn't always good. But he also didn't have shit around him to be good with. So hats off to Matthew Stafford, and just knowing the battle that his wife had, kind of warmed my heart to see her run on the field to hug him during the Super Bowl. After realizing they were going to the Super Bowl after that win, to see her run on the field. Knowing her battle with cancer. Salute to you, Mrs. Stafford. Just to see that is just so heartwarming. It's so heartwarming. So I'm super excited for that. Like I said on last week's podcast, man, I think the Rams will change the game, man. Now this whole buy a Super Bowl thing. I'm not saying, and don't take this wrong, I'm not saying they bought a Super Bowl guy, but spend that money, go and break that bread. Stop trying to count your pennies, Dallas. Stop trying to count your pennies and be like, we got an opportunity, we going for it. That is not only the game of football, that's how you play the game of life. When that door cracks a little bit, when that door just cracks, you got to run through. Oh, they let me in. They let me in. And that's how you play the game of life. When they give you an opportunity, you better run through it like hell. And that's what the Rams have done several times. Oh, wait. We got Matthew. Wait, we looking good. We got a team here. Von Miller, let me get him. Odell Beckham, oh, y'all don't want him? Let me get him. See, you don't need Von Miller to come in and be a sack artist, but look at his play in that NFC Championship game. He made a couple key plays, and that was worth the signing right there. Brought him in. He made some plays. That was worth the signing. Those plays helped them get to the Super Bowl. While other teams out here trying to beat them. Because, see, what happened is everybody want to beat the New England Patriots. Because the New England Patriots barely paid Tom. And they kept trying to, we're going to spend less money as possible. We're going to spend less money as possible and try to get the Super Bowls. So let's be cheap and let's try to get the Super Bowls that way. And then every other team, out of the Cowboys, have decided they want to try to play that game. Let's not spend no money now. Let's pay. There's a salary cap for a reason. And whatever you could do to maximize your chance of winning when that opportunity presents itself, you have to do that. Not only in the game of football, but in the game of life. No matter what you do, when you see your opportunity, when you see your moment, you go take it. Because it ain't guaranteed to be there again. It's not. It's not guaranteed to be there again. And I want each and every person to take that and remember that. When you got your opportunity, don't sleep, don't rest, don't wait. You go and you go now. And the Los Angeles Rams proved just that. They prove just that. If you take your opportunity, when you see it, if you take that opportunity, it might just work out for you. But at least you tried. Because they could have said, nah, I don't need Odell. Didn't know they were going to lose Robert Woods. See, they were prepared to lose him because they had Odell. They could have said, Von Miller, nah, we good. Nah, Von Miller with Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and give us a better chance. We'll take him. Put all your chips in the table. Go hard or go home. So, man, like I say, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. You guys, I hope y'all got something out of that passion just now. I really do, because that's how I play life. When you give me an opportunity, just let me get my foot in the door. I'm coming to kick that door down, and that's how we got to play life. So I hope I end this podcast tonight with a little motivation for you. Hope you're feeling a little better about it. Hope you're feeling a little better about yourself. And when your opportunity come, do like the Los Angeles Rams. Put all your chips in the middle of the table. Go get your shit. With that being said, God, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you, guys, for being here. Man, this means so much to me that you guys are supporting the podcast. Let's continue building. Let's continue growing. Let's continue going, man. With that being said, until next time, man, don't be good. Go be great.